Let's continue with our audience selection. So this is the screenshot from the audience insight tab of the Facebook. So let's go back, cancel it. So remember, there are multiple ways of reaching here. I will show you. So this is when you are on your page. We have promote option here. When you click on this, you can have multiple selections. So you can use them to grow your business. It will also give you these estimations based on the past performance of your page, but we will um, cover these options later. So let's go to audience. So now in that case, we have this create ad option here in the first option which we have seen earlier. Then we have the ad manager here in the explore section. So we can click on the ad manager and it will take us to the dedicated option. Now this is like AdWords, which I have in fact shown this platform in while comparing it with the AdWords in the earlier video. So here if you click here on this menu, you have all these tools and I will cover all of these tools. But right now our target is audience insight. So you can select audience insight from here or you can select audience insight from here. This is basically option where we can create our. So now you can see we have these three options. I mean, if you want, you can simply select this one and you won't get this, but practically you always get this option. I mean, even if you whatever you select there, you can again customize it here. So I have already shown it during comparing it with AdWords. So here you can see that I selected a value, and based on that, people on Facebook, country, United States of America. In your case, it could be different. And yes, some of the uh, features could be different depending upon your location. So it's a very comprehensive tool. You can see that it's giving you a whole lot of information. This is the behavior. So what we saw earlier about the behavior, this is the data. It's coming from there. So now initially when we started, I selected people who have liked your page. So this will give us option, but if we want, we can simply not select it. So we want to, let's say, have a audience which is dealing with a specific subject here. All of that can be done from here. So in this page, basically I selected the Facebook who have liked my page. So it is started with this option here, people connected to your page. But if you had selected everyone on the Facebook or the custom audience, it will not highlight that and it will simply display these information. So it's now, let's say we are looking to create a custom audience. So custom audience, we can already use the existing one or we can create a new one. So let's say we want to add multiple here. So we can keep on adding them and then we can simply save it as a new audience. So when you click on the save, it will give you these options. We can also create new, don't save, save, cancel. Let's cancel it. And same thing which I earlier mentioned about the interest is also available here. So you can also use this particular navigation to create your audience and save them. So let's say you are targeting a particular location. In this case, let's say I want to target Dallas. Now it's always to have, better to have different audiences because you can, test different audiences. You can evaluate their performance. Let's say if I just target Texas, I don't know which particular cities are doing better. I mean, I can still look into the insights and Facebook will provide me additional data about the exact city. But the best way to separate or reduce our work is to create custom audiences which are really custom, unless until there is problem with the number. So let's say here we can simply, we have created Dallas. Now if I want to target Austin, I can create a separate audiences. Austin is a different city within Texas. Now let's say I was targeting different state. In that case, I can simply select the state. Now within uh, Texas, I want to target who wants to, who have, let's say, pizza. So you can see it will give me all these options. Let's say I'm targeting people who are targeting auto insurance, so we have vehicle insurance. Now remember, sometimes you may enter something which you may not find, but most of the time you will. But even if you don't find, try to select the closest category. So I was entering auto insurance because that's how I address this field, but Facebook does it with vehicle insurance. And as you select interest, Facebook will continue to update these numbers. So you can say 1 million to 1.5 million people in Texas are interested in this. You can get information, additional information if you select on these categories. These are the top categories. So it's like, if you are creating your page, you can see what kind of pages are doing well on Facebook. It's a really good information. So audience insight is something I will suggest you to spend some time. I mean, see, it's also giving you data about the cities, and here I have selected Texas, so it's giving me data about the cities, all the cities in the Texas. It's also giving me data about the activity, pages liked, comments, these kind of things. Device, desktop only, desktop and mobile only. I mean, so these are really good information. I mean, if you are selling anything, let's say clothing, food and drink, business purchases, these are the behavior. So you can target these people. If you go to advanced option, you will again have these selections. So, and if you're not sure, you can simply click on these, and it will give you more information about it. So console gamers, let's say you have created a tool which is useful for the Facebook page admin. So in that case, you can target those people. It's a behavior trait. So, or if you are looking for donations, you can target people who have donated using Facebook. Purchase behavior, financial, buyer profiles, clothing, things like that. So you can see, I mean, there are a lot of good options here. Store types, high-end retail, low-end department store. Based upon your category, you can select one. So these audience insight here are really important, and you must use it. And so you can see, and spend when you try it, try to target different category. Let's say vehicle insurance. Now this is giving me 1 million to 1.5 million. Let's say renter insurance, and that data is same. So in that case, it's not adding any value for me. Sometimes you will see that that number may significantly change. So do you really want that? And if you're not sure, the best way to start research on Facebook is go to Facebook as a profile, because now you have to put yourself into the shoes of your customer. So here, what average person will do, let's say I'm doing insurance, so let's say I will do rental insurance. Now if I search it, Facebook will return all these results. So you can see these are the links, basically links on Facebook, popular links. Then we have the pages. So you can literally see everything, what kind of content is getting popularity on Facebook, what kind of content is present on Facebook. And based on that, you can create your content, because sometimes you can get really good inspiration from these. So these are the pages. So let's say you are planning to create a page on insurance. Now before you create your page, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Simply go and look at existing pages, look at what kind of graphics they have used, what kind of content they are posting. Now, places is really good for the local business. You can see that these are the local businesses which are um, using currently Facebook. Now, I cannot show all these details to you because of the privacy. I mean, I'm not sure, but I mean, anyway, these things are on Facebook, so they are in public domain. But point is, I mean, this is really very good information. So if there is nothing, it will simply show you nothing. So come back here and use this information to create audience. So these audiences are really good from the audience insight. So benefit of custom audience. I mean, these are fully customized audience for you. These are, you can target everything, interest, behaviors, and they are really good source for your lookalike audience. So as I mentioned earlier, that where I was talking about the 1 2 3 4 options, the lookalike audience, I mean, can be based on your custom audience. So your custom audience is your biggest weapon, because this is the seed audience which you will use to create further kind of audience. And then this is the advanced custom audience. So for this we need to go to audience tab. So I will cover this in the next lecture. Thank you.